Here it is. See that? That's a can, right?
Yeah.
To all my people out there, to all the politicians, to the man in the White House who already is having people being resigning and fired. I told you, America. I told you this man wasn't right. You just don't know how right I was. So my fellow Americans, we're going to legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially demand, I said demand, that Trump is investigated and he will be impeached. To my Republicans in Congress, all Republicans, stand tall. Impeach Trump now. He is not good for you. He's not good for America. And he is dangerous. To those who stood up like McCain and a few others, it is time the rest of the Republican Party stand up now. But we will legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially compel you to get rid of Donald Trump, to legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially have the entire Trump administration gone. We will have the Speaker of the House or the Majority Leader of the Senate. Yes, I know you're Republican. And I would rather have Paul Ryan or Mitch McConnell, even though I don't care for your policies. Congress, I call on you to make Trump and Pence leave that office. It is an abomination to every human. It is an abomination to every veteran that ever lived, living or dead. It is abomination. It is an abomination to the founders of this country, like George Washington, like Benjamin Franklin. You name it. So understand this, Republican Party, and yes, Democrats too. If you do not legally, if you do not peacefully, if you do not ethically have this man removed from office and his cohorts, then we will financially open up a can of serious financial, and I do mean financial, problems in this country. We will reduce by $50 to every man and every woman, by $50 a person every week, until you, members of the Republican Party in the House, members of the Republican Party in the Senate, and you, Democrats in the House and Senate, if you will not do what is right and remove this abomination who was never elected, who is not even close to being legitimate, let's call it as it is, America. He is not legitimate. We have questions about his taxes. Who does he owe? What does he owe? Who has stuff on him? And now we find out that the so-called man in the White House even knew that former National Security Advisor Flynn had lied to the so-called vice president. Every single Republican, every single Democrat, if you remain in Congress and you do not impeach this man and his entire, yes, his entire administration, and remove them from office legally, ethically, and peacefully, if you do not do this, then not one of you deserve to be in that office. Now, I know there are good Republicans. There are good Republicans in the House. There are good Republicans in the Senate. There are good Democrats in the House. There are good Democrats in the Senate. There are even good independents. But we will not accept this criminal abomination in the White House. It is an invasion of this nation. It is an invasion and an abomination of everything our forefathers and everybody else that fought for freedom ever been through. I won't personally allow it. I will legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially keep raising my long-winded loudmouth until even the most conservative American, the most lovable Trump lover, sees the light. Because it's like that song, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." I'm going to shine a light on the deceptive, evil, satanic actions that are going on in the White House. It's unscientific. It's unconstitutional. And it's unbelievable. And it's un-Christian. It's un-Muslim. It's un-Jewish. You name it, it is. In America, you love Trump. Those of you who voted for him, those of you who are still in love with the man. Let me ask you a question. How much do you think your grandmother, your grandfather are going to love him when their Social Security, their Medicare, their Medicaid, or maybe their Obamacare gets dramatically reduced? How much do you think they're going to love him when it's privatized and your own family can't afford their medicines? Or you? America, this is not about partisanship. This is about the future of our nation. You think Trump is in trouble now? Flynn had to resign. Conway's in trouble. That is not even close to what we face. So I pray that each and every American demands that every member of Congress of every party, that's both parties, you must demand, I mean demand, legally, ethically, and peacefully, and most of all financially, that this entire administration be removed. And by the way, Congress, let me give you a roadmap. Yeah, you're going to do something that's never been done in history. And I did not say I want you to. I said you're going to. Who am I? I'm one of your bosses. I am a citizen of the United States of America. I'm not part of your corporation, by the way. I am a citizen, an entity. But check this out. Here's how you're going to get rid of him legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially. And his whole administration. Here's what you're going to have to do. They're going to have a transition. Just like when we had a so-called election. He's going to get about 90 days after you impeach him. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to have a couple of choices. You can have the real person who was elected by the American people. That would be Hillary Rodham Clinton. A great president she would be. Or you can have Paul Ryan or Mitch McConnell. Excuse me, Mitch McConnell. Or you could even have Governor Kasich of Ohio. But the real person in that White House deserves to be Hillary Clinton. Now, my fellow Americans, go ahead, get mad. Call me every name in the book. But let me warn you of something very, very frightening. Every member of Congress should be terrified. Every member of the United States, every citizen should be terrified. Because let me give you a prediction. A prediction that unfortunately will become 100% accurate. If we allow this man to legally, peacefully, ethically stay in there, and Congress does not impeach or find another way to get his whole team out of there, if we keep him in there by the year 2019, that's less than two whole years, by the year 2019, we will have a recession that will actually be a depression. And it will make the 1929 crash of the stock market and following depression, that will look like the good old days. I know that everybody around the world is probably like, how does he know? He's not this, he's not that. I predicted things that no other expert ever predicted. And I turned out to be right. America, you may love Donald Trump, but you need to call 1-202-224-3121 and demand an impeachment on Donald Trump and an investigation. And he has to be gone, and so does Pence and the entire team. Every American that loves Trump, every American that loved Hillary Clinton, loved Bernie Sanders, did vote or did not vote, you need to call and you need to get your act together now. This is not a request. This, and it's an absolute red alert emergency. 1-202-224-3121. Keep calling until our members of Congress and the Republican Party saves America. And if you're in love with this man, let me give you a little secret. If you think Flynn is the only one to leave that place, the White House, if you really believe that, I guess you believe that the Tooth Fairy is going to bring you $100 million the next time you lose one tooth. Because let me tell you, you haven't seen anything yet. We must legally, peacefully, ethically say goodbye Trump, goodbye Pence, goodbye Kellyanne Conway, goodbye Spencer. And we have a choice. Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, or the real democratically elected by the people President Hillary Rodham Clinton. Oh, in Congress, if you do nothing, when the depression comes, I'll be reminding the people every single day. Oh, and even worse, our videos will be 30 seconds long. Why should that scare you? People will watch it. I'm Albert Torcaso, ethically, peacefully, legally, and financially demanding that this abomination be ended legally. Come on, America. Or do you want to lose every penny you ever earned?